Imagine a world where cryptocurrency companies can operate freely across the European Union without the burden of navigating multiple regulatory frameworks. This was the promise of the EU's Markets in Crypto Assets Regulation, MiCA, a landmark law designed to create a harmonized framework for crypto asset service providers across the 27-nation bloc. But here's where it gets controversial. France's securities regulator, the Autorité des Marchés Financiers, AMF, is now threatening to block cryptocurrency companies from operating in the country under licenses issued by other EU member states, a practice known as passporting. This move has raised eyebrows and sparked a heated debate about the enforcement of MiCA, with some legal experts arguing that it goes against the very spirit of the regulation. But what's behind this sudden move, and what does it mean for the future of crypto regulation in the EU? To understand the context, let's take a step back and look at the MiCA regulation. Introduced to prevent regulatory arbitrage, MiCA aimed to create a level playing field for crypto companies operating across the EU. However, the AMF's warning suggests that some companies may be seeking licenses in more lenient EU jurisdictions, which could undermine the regulation's effectiveness. The AMF's concern is not unfounded, as some crypto companies have been known to shop around for the most favorable regulatory environment. But is blocking passporting the right solution? Some industry watchers argue that it's technically feasible, while others see it as a move that could stifle innovation and create uncertainty in the market. Marina Markezic, Executive Director of the European Crypto Initiative, EUCI, notes that MiCA was designed to create one harmonized framework and give firms access to a single regulated market across the EU. That promise is now under pressure. She adds that blocking passporting under MiCA is technically possible, though it comes with significant legal complexity. The recent position papers highlight growing tensions over how MiCA should be enforced, with national authorities taking diverging views on key supervisory questions. This is not the first time that France has taken a strong stance on crypto regulation. In fact, the country has been at the forefront of EU efforts to regulate the crypto industry. But this latest move has sparked a wider debate about the role of national regulators in enforcing MiCA. Some argue that the European Securities and Markets Authority, ESMA, should take a more prominent role in supervising major crypto companies, while others believe that national regulators should be given more autonomy to enforce the regulation. The controversy surrounding the AMF's warning has also raised questions about the potential consequences for the crypto industry. If France were to block passporting, it could create a ripple effect across the EU, with other countries potentially following suit. This could lead to a fragmented regulatory landscape, making it more difficult for crypto companies to operate across the EU. On the other hand, some argue that a more stringent regulatory approach could help to prevent regulatory arbitrage and ensure that crypto companies operate in a safe and transparent environment. As the debate rages on, one thing is clear: the future of crypto regulation in the EU is far from certain. The AMF's warning has sparked a wider conversation about the enforcement of MiCA and the role of national regulators in shaping the regulatory landscape. But here's the question: should national regulators be given more autonomy to enforce MiCA, or should ESMA take a more prominent role in supervising major crypto companies? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think the AMF's warning is a step in the right direction, or does it pose a threat to the growth and innovation of the crypto industry? Let us know in the comments. And this is the part most people miss: the impact of the AMF's warning on the broader crypto market. As the regulatory landscape continues to evolve, one thing is certain: the crypto industry will be watching closely to see how this plays out. Will the AMF's warning be the catalyst for a more stringent regulatory approach, or will it simply create more uncertainty in the market? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: the future of crypto regulation in the EU is about to get a lot more interesting.